Also here at home, fuel taxes will remain lower through the end of September as part of efforts to ease the public burden of rising oil prices fueled by renewed conflict in the Middle East. Our Ju-yeon covers this latest decision.
The Korean government has decided to extend the temporary fuel tax cuts for another 2 months through the end of September to ease the burden on the public. According to the Ministry of Finance and Economy on Friday, the current tax reduction rates will remain unchanged at 15% for gasoline and 25% for diesel and butane. Oil prices have kept surging, driven by Red Sea shipping risk and escalating U.S Iran tensions. Brent crude, the global benchmark for oil prices on Thursday, closed above $100 per barrel for the first time in about 2 months. Following several days of increases, it rose more than 7% from the previous session to close at $100.69 per barrel, still remaining above the 100 threshold on Friday. Officials explained that they decided to keep the tax reduction buffer in place, taking into account the geopolitical tensions in the Middle East.
As escalating tensions in the Middle East threaten to disrupt supply chains and fuel inflation through higher oil prices, the government will maintain a high state of readiness and take all necessary precautions.
Korea is also striving to minimize the burden of living costs on the public. To stabilize the prices of eggs and mackerel, the government will diversify import sources and strengthen the domestic supply chain. The government decided to expand egg import partners beyond the U.S., Thailand, and Brazil to include New Zealand and Poland. To build the long-term egg production capacity, the government will also subsidize farm facilities and support for private egg processing and storage. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries will directly import an additional 1,200 tons of mackerel from countries including the UK and Norway. Officials added that the government will do everything possible to bring consumer inflation down to the 2% range this month, after remaining above 3% for 2 consecutive months. Ju-yeon, 아리랑뉴스.